I have heard a lot of excuses from NBA players about why they're struggling. I've heard it all, really. Like, I have never, though, heard it's because I'm too big and strong. I mean, I've never heard that from players themselves. I've heard it from David Griffin's bitch ass about Zion. But I've never had the opportunity to hear a player have the gall to say, I'm not affected. These people are like fleas, like baby ants to me, like fruit flies, like little peons. So when I go to the rack, they don't affect me, so the ref doesn't call the foul. According to Julius Randle, his recent problems, his recent struggles, are because he's too big and strong to be fouled in the NBA. That's for real. In his post-game presser after a loss to the Nets, this is what Julius Randle had to say about the fact that he's just not getting any calls or getting to the free throw line. Tell me, Julius, what is happening?
Stars get certain calls
right.
at certain times. Are you surprised you don't get more calls like that?
Gotta ask them. I don't know what they're watching or what they're seeing, but you gotta ask them.
So he's trying to avoid it right
said,
here. He doesn't want to say.
As I played, attacking the paint.
Where he
I
calls
can't
in
be
the refs in the
penalized for
question.
being stronger than people, and that's an answer that I got today.
Excuse me?
From the refs?
Yeah.
They said that you're too strong?
Yeah, they said because certain contact doesn't affect me like affects other players because I'm stronger. They miss the calls.
This might be ridiculous, but are you more prone when you get an answer like that to just like?
It pisses me off even more, to be honest with you, because that's not how you officiate the game.
They have a smaller guy playing you a lot too. Is that almost?
Okay. That's one way of saying it. To recap, according to Julius, I am too big, too strong, too powerful for these fucking little fleas to look like they impact my shooting motion, so refs are so blind that they won't even call fouls. It doesn't even register in their mind because I am the fucking Hulk out there. I mean, Julius Randle's a big dude. He's 6'8", 250, mountain. But is his size the reason that Julius Randle is shooting 42% from the field and 33% from three? I mean, probably. He's too big to be shooting those shots. Both way off from his all-star season last year. He's averaging right now under 20 points a game. There is a reason articles like, quote, Julius Randle is the Knicks' biggest problem right now are being published. According to, listen, I'm not going to say that Fred Katz is a legitimate writer, but this is what he wrote in The Athletic. One of the major reasons that Julius Randle has struggled offensively is this. His post-ups aren't as effective as they could be, mostly because of how they start. Randle catches an inordinate amount of entry passes too far away from the hoop in areas where even the best low-post behemoths struggle to score. Excuse me? His size advantage is not nearly as useful when he is 15 or 18 feet from the basket. Doesn't appear that being banged on underneath like Zion Williamson has been is the problem. Sounds instead like Julius Randle's shot selection is sus. He wants to shoot step backs like he's fucking Steph Curry, and he's 6'8", 250, because nobody is hammering him when he is taking 35-foot threes from the fucking logo. I mean, every single big man in history has complained about this. Not quite to this level of egregiousness. No one, not even Shaq was like, hey, I'm Shaq Diesel, and that's why I don't see it. I'm just too big. Shaq, Kemp, Charles Barkley, they all have legitimate complaints. Zion, Bron, Julius Randle, probably not as much because they shoot J's. So I'm not saying that Julius shouldn't get more calls. I am saying, though, that his free throws may be down 20% less a game, but that's going from 6 attempts to 5 at a time when free throws across the board are way down because of rule changes, because of the ball, et cetera, et cetera. So I get that Julius Randle has the need and the desire for someone to blame, but it should really be looking inward because Julius Randle has not been playing well. And face it, what he needs to do is take smarter, better shots, and more importantly, fucking make them. Like, you need to make shots. It's a make or miss league. You just got a boatload of fucking money. Worldwide Wes. Leon Rose, they're making you the franchise player of the New York Knicks when 2 years ago they were ready to discard your ass. So fucking make a bucket and suck it up, Julius. I love Julius Randle, but please stop it. And once you start making more shots, getting hammered, going from a rebound doesn't sting so much. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.